Hello, I'm Corey Gallion, and I am working for Raider, and we are in the works of creating the robot waiter. In this demonstration video, or the presentation video, I'm going to be talking about the marketing plan, the analytics, and the distribution and demand of robot waiter. And I'm using a PowerPoint to use as my guideline along with the presentation video. So, what is the robot waiter? The robot waiter is a robotic assistant that will take orders, bring your meals, and handle any other necessary customer service needs, such as getting you drinks, doing whatever you needed to do for you to have a good time at the restaurants that our robot waiter will be in. The mission for Raider is for us to provide a well-balanced robot with high qualities that will take restaurants to the next level. And we want this to improve the abilities of restaurants to where they don't need to have as many workers for labor, so that way they don't have to pay as many people as they should. So this will save them tons of money a year. Now, I'm going into what SWOT is, and every company has to use SWOT because SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And multiple companies have had threats to where they have ended up in bankruptcy, which is not good for a company if you know about what bankruptcy is. And what's next is competition. There is a little bit of competition because there is a company out of China named ZTE who has already made a robot waiter. Now, in the past, that robot waiter has not been efficient and has caused trouble in China because they've had multiple incidents happen which made them end up cutting off the robot waiter entirely, which made them not want to make another one. The communication with the robot waiter would be through Bluetooth, which would be connected to a screen in the kitchen to where the cooks can see the orders coming in, so that way they can go ahead and prepare the meals, so they are able to use that and get meals out faster than what they usually would, because it would take the waiters approximately a minute to 2 minutes when that meal could already be begin making. And the robot waiter is not going to have to use Wi-Fi because it will be able to run offline with the software that we are going to put into it. Investing into robot waiter. Once the economy is doing well, the restaurants will have more money to use, which will intrigue other companies and big businesses to want to invest into a robot waiter to cut back on costs when the economy goes into a downfall. Because if the companies don't have something to back them up when the economy goes into a bad, then that means that the company is going to lose money, which could make them end up having to go out of business, file for bankruptcy, or having to just sell their business to another company. Now, some of the strengths of our products Our product is newer and does not have as many problems as ZTE had when they were creating their version of the robot waiter, because our product is going to have more up-to-date software than what they had, because with their software wasn't as sufficient as what we're going to put into ours. And with our software, you're not going to have to update it every single month or every 3 months or however long it's going to take to update each one of those software updates. Now, a weakness for us, even though we are a new company, we still have to build, which is going to affect our marketing cost, our shipping, and our production for our product, because it is going to be very difficult to do that, because we have to expand, and expanding is going to be very difficult because of how expensive the cost, the shipping and production is for our product. And it will also be difficult for us to develop new products easily, because we're just focusing on one main product at the moment. So we're not trying to go into different markets as of right now. The opportunities that we have are external demand, which is having a company that is outside of our target market that wants to use our robot waiter for a specific reason, such as Walmart, for example. If they wanted to buy one and use it to greet customers or help customers find a certain item in the store that they couldn't find, that would be an example of an external demand for our product. So some threats for our company would be that we have to buy someone else's software for our product, and software, as everybody knows, is not cheap. So software is going to be very expensive for our product. Another threat is lawsuits, because as you heard me say about the China one from ZTE, how it was malfunctioning and everything, and it ended up hurting people and injuring people, and because of that, ZTE had lawsuits about that with that company. So they had lawsuits, and I want to believe that they were sued at that moment too. Our target market are big companies that deal with food, such as Chili's, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, etc. Because Robot Waiter is dealing with taking someone's order at their table and sending it back to the kitchen to the screen that's there for the cooks to read. Now, there is a warranty plan for it, and the warranty is a 30-day full refund warranty if someone wants to send it back, because if it has malfunctions or if it's doing something that's not supposed to, then they are allowed to send it back and we'll refund them their entire money. Now, transporting the robot waiter will be obviously through mail or being delivered by truck, or even flown across states by the planes, because that is how we're going to have to get those robot waiters across the United States. Now, distribution is all going to depend on the demand for the robot waiter. Now, the robot waiter is going to be distributed all over the U.S. because we have multiple Chili's, multiple Olive Gardens all across the U.S. Promoting it is going to be major companies that are using it are going to make smaller companies want to invest in one, which will increase our Now, the profit for us for distributing and promoting will allow us to get more out into the world, which is going to help us with our promotion. And the pricing, it will cost us anywhere from $10,000 to $11,000 to make the product. So we would have to sell it for about $13,200 to get our 20% profit, which is what we're looking for in this.